Hello, I'm Greg Fraser and welcome to Hot Seat. Today we're having a look at the Mazda3 diesel. It's part of a growing band of new high-tech diesels in the local marketplace, so let's take it for a test drive and see what it's like.
Hot seat, give me the download, baby. Hot seat, hot seat.
This is the Mazda3 diesel, and while we're used to seeing a lot of European high-tech diesels in our local market, Mazda are the first Japanese manufacturer to offer one for sale here. While the company's been around since the 1920s, you'd probably be surprised to learn the first Mazda car didn't appear until 1960. And just 3 years later, they built their 1 millionth car. Fast forward to today, and the 3 is their most successful model. Standard features in the Mazda 3 are ABS anti-lock brakes, with EBD and emergency brake assist. There's a total of 6 airbags, comprising dual front and side airbags, plus curtain airbags. Primary safety hasn't been forgotten, with dynamic stability control and traction control also standard. The Mazda 3 has received a 4-star score in the ANCAP crash tests. Overall though, it didn't rate as high for side impact. And of course the rear doors have child safety locks. As far as comfort goes, there's a good feeling of space. The interior is pretty roomy, and the sports shaped seats look good, but they're a little bit thin on padding, and over a long trip, it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable. But there's plenty of room inside to store your bits and pieces. The Mazda 3 can accommodate 4 adults in relative comfort whilst travelling about town. The diesel is a good, competent handler, but don't expect hot hatch style dynamics. It feels a touch nose heavy, and the steering's weight is inconsistent, being a little weighty off-centre and then lightening noticeably with more lock. A bit of a disappointment in a car that looks high performance. The diesel comes standard with alloy wheels and a sports body kit. Inside, the instruments feature red details with a very hip blue floodlight effect. The steering wheel in the Mazda 3 is kitted out with illuminated switches for audio and cruise controls. Standard features include air conditioning, 6-disc in-dash CD player, with the addition of an auxiliary jack for connecting your favourite MP3 player. By locating the suspension springs under the floor, the Mazda 3's boot is quite spacious. The Mazda 3 doesn't miss out on any of the features you would associate with a modern diesel. With its variable geometry turbocharger and direct fuel injection, performance is responsive. Boasting best in class with 360 Newton-metres of torque and 105 kilowatts of power, the Mazda 3's fuel economy is impressive, with government fuel tests showing the Mazda 3 diesel can travel 916 kilometres on a tank of fuel. Our own test returned 5.4 litres on the highway and 7.9 litres around town. The 2-litre diesel in the Mazda 3 comfortably meets Euro 4 emission standards, and with that you have low CO2 emissions as well. Another aspect of most diesel engines is the black soot you see come out of the tailpipe. Not on the Mazda 3. There's a particulate filter that captures that and makes it a thing of the past. Overall, we think it's a fairly green car. Here's what we thought of the Mazda 3 diesel. First, the things we didn't like. The car has quite a bit of tyre noise, and the steering has an inconsistent feel to it. Plus there's the fact that when you pull into a service station to refuel, and this isn't Mazda's fault, the diesel bowsers tend to be fairly dirty. The things we did like about the car are its build quality, its solid feel, and the 2-litre turbo diesel's excellent fuel economy. If you'd like more information about the Mazda 3 diesel, read our full report at the NRMA website.